when it came to starting a business with your family, especially after you've had some not so great experiences with business partners in the past, um, what was your risk calculus on that? Right? How did you work through that one?
The risk calculus was, I'll tell you, it took a lot to get there. And we've had some shootouts on the phone and in person. And I'll say, like, just going back and forth and trying to figure out how we make the business work. But for me, I've learned to separate the emotions and feelings, like, from business, and it's taken a long while to get there. I still get a little emotional sometimes, but everybody has their point of view, and you got to respect it. And you got to work together. And so I've always learned as well, like, you can't expect anybody else to be you. And they can't expect me to be them. I can only do what I can do for me, and we can do the best we can do for the business, man. So it was tough. It's been tough. It continues to be tough, man. But I think at the end, man, the story of being able to say we did it, as family, as real blood cousins, and being able to stick through it is what I'm hoping that we can get to. Our grandmother, who was the matriarch of our family, we could talk about how we got to the 361 name. She passed away right after we started the business. One of the other things we did, we had our first strategy session down there in South Carolina, Conway, South Carolina, for the funeral. And so our grandmother, man, she was all about family. She held all of us together. And, that was important to us, man. And that was something that, because it was so early in the business, we were so proud to tell her that we were doing something together,
Yeah. Yeah. So before I do want to dive into that, before I jump into the business side, how did you come up with the name? Because it is a unique name.
Yeah. So we were we're talking about it. We're throwing names back and forth. Eric was killing all my ideas, like he always does, man. He kills me. He breaks me down.
You gotta love baby bro.
Hey, man, he's my reasoning. He's my yin to my yang, man. We're like oil and water, but it's perfect. But 361 is the address for our grandfather's house on South 19th Street in Newark, New Jersey. And again, for us, that's the home base. That's home. I feel comfortable there. We all do. And it meant so much just because that was where everybody would come meet. And then we said, I'm thinking about it like the commission, because there's 5 of us, but we felt like we were the bosses, and everybody had their own specific family and lane, whatever we were doing. And we were all coming to the table to work together as a unit to make decisions and make things happen. So we jumped off with 361 Commission, and then Eric had put together the logo. The 5 rings is in the Celtic culture, which is European. That means family. Yeah. And we picked the African crown. And so that was how we came up with the logo for it.
Oh man, that's so dope. That's so dope. Thanks for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. If you are an entrepreneur and want to share your story and be helpful to others, just shoot us an email at behelpfulpodcast@gmail.com.